Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamu alaikum. During this month of Muharram, the start of the Islamic Hijri calendar, we remember the events of Karbala, where Imam Hussain A.S and members of his family were brutally massacred by Yazid's army on the 10th day, known as the Day of Ashura. This is a lesson for all humanity, regardless of religious differences, and we should be reminded that Imam Hussain A.'s resistance was against corruption, oppression and injustice, and that he flatly refused to give his allegiance to Yazid. He stood firmly, without a trained army by his side, for the sake of reviving the real message of his grandfather, the Prophet ﷺ. On his final stand against the forces of Yazid, Imam Hussain A.S fell, badly wounded, from his horse, and he knelt in prostration or sajda and looked up towards his Lord and said, "O Lord, what did I find when I lost you, and what did I lose when I found you? If they cut my body into 1,000 pieces, each piece will call out its love for you." Over the centuries, Imam Hussein's final words and actions have had an impact on Muslims and also non-Muslims. Personalities such as Gandhi and Charles Dickens, as well as philosophers and mystics, were also moved and inspired by his peaceful demonstration against tyranny. Charles Dickens said of Imam Hussain A.S, "If Hussain fought to quench his worldly desires, then I do not understand why his sisters, wives and children accompanied him. It stands to reason, therefore, that he sacrificed purely for Islam." Hussain A.S is the embodiment of patience and ishq, the extreme love of God. He's also the embodiment of dignity, bravery and valour. And anyone, whether Muslim, Christian, Jew, Sikh, atheist or Hindu, can all look to Imam Hussain A.S as a role model in their life. There are even Hussaini Hindu Brahmins, as according to Mohyal oral history, a Mohyal of the Dutt clan fought on behalf of Imam Hussain A.S at the Battle of Karbala. In his speech during the Urs on the 10th of Muharram 2021, Janab Makhdoom Mahmud Mastwaar Qalandar said, "There were two groups at Karbala, those of Hussain A.S and those of Yazid. And today, if we observe, there are the same two kinds of people, followers of Hussain A.S and followers of Yazid. In other words, there are those who stand up to corruption, oppression and injustice, and on the other side there are those who oppress and who are corrupt and unjust. Think about yourselves and judge whether you are Hussaini or a follower of Yazid." He continued to say in his speech that no Muslim can celebrate happiness during these days except the followers of Yazid, who have no feeling for the Ahl Bayt, the household of the Prophet ﷺ, and this terrible incident. So, to see and understand Islam, we need to have a true understanding of what happened at Karbala and get connected with the Ahl Bayt. This isn't about being Sunni or Shia. This is about pure human feeling. This is about connecting not only with the Prophet ﷺ, but feeling empathy for and a real connection with all those members of his family who were martyred at Karbala. Only then will we find the true face of Islam.